I'm not entirely sure why they didn't. You know, you could have just gone like TB Dragon Knight if you wanted to.
Grimstroke.
Yeah. Okay. Grimstroke. That's an answer for sure. But probably from the list, like Shadow Demon TB Grimstroke, it's probably the least, like the weakest option. Still a strong hero. Together with the Dragon Knight, potentially a strong combo as well. And they go Viper. Interesting. They don't really see much. Like, it's really good against Dragon Knight, but other than that,
Team pick.
Enchantress.
Paper Plane. Enchantress to counteract the Viper. It's very good against the Battle Luna as well. So now their draft is very open. Like, you can literally not predict any lane right now.
What is the thing about the Enchantress that
10 seconds
is able
remaining.
to deal with the Viper?
You just get the creep, and Viper can't fight that at all, right? Like, you don't have the mana to use the poison attacks on the creep. You have good sustain with your... What's it even called?
Nature's Attendants?
Nature's Attendants, yeah. I always call them Wisps.
That does the trick, it's alright.
But yeah, like, you have a lot of sustain through that. You're untouchable, however. Does get cancelled by it, so it will go both ways. They're just really trying to secure the early game lanes for themselves. And that is probably... Wait. So Kanka... Well, it's also very flexible what they can do. They can do put Kanka middle or offlane, depending on what they see. But they won't have the last pick, so they will have to commit to something, at least. A support here. What is good here for T1?
Dire team back.
There's still Lion. No, there's no Lion anymore. What else does Jokem like to play?
Are we looking...
Lina, maybe? Oh, Lina is also banned, actually.
Are we looking for T1's hero or Galaxy?
10 seconds remaining.
T1?
Did I say Jokem?
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean Stepher.
It feels like they need a stun. Conquer's a little bit awkward to start fights, so...
Spirit is God here, I think.
Yeah, Spirit looks quite good. Is there any other fours? Tusk is pretty decent with the Viper lane, gets a save, which is nice, and another save with the Abaddon. I think you just want a melee 4 that can start these fights. So Tusk, Spirit, what else is there?
Chaos Knight.
Chaos Knight. I had to double check to make sure Nyx was banned. There's no way he would have made it this far
is
through.
good too. Hoodwink. Okay.
Another break.
Yeah, not a direct initiation. I guess they do think X mark is enough, and it is one of the strongest spells to do the trick, so does make sense. It's a good laner, and scales pretty well into the middle late game as well. And Galaxy. Now they gotta lock in what they want to do. Lash or carry, pick another mid, or mid Lash, or mid Dragon Knight, and pick another off lane. So many options.
Well, if you go mid DK, don't you put the Viper in that lane and then go Conquer Hoodwink off?
Yeah.
So I feel
the
like...
thing is, they have a good answer to like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Like however they lane, they should be able to get decent lanes. Maybe like Morphling looks really good, to be honest.
You can get away with that greed because you've got ways to take towers early, make space. Enchantress a nice support as well to enable you in the lane. I'm still just trying to see how this flexibility will come into play. I think you have to put DK3, and then it's if they want the 2 or the 1, but they don't know the lane matchup. But firstly, would a Lesh lane versus Conquer, like mid, if that's the case?
It's decent. Conquer wins a little bit, but you just go to the jungle and catch up easily.
So then maybe you're looking for your in your dream hero here. Like they need kind of that big late game raid boss because Luna will be that hero.
Medusa again, just straight up. All right. Okay.
Does this look like a good pick? Because I'm a bit worried that tier 1, if they can't run over this game, are they actually going to kill the Medusa ever?
T1's draft is pretty snowball dependent. If this Dusa gets fat, it's gonna be very hard to fight into her.
Yeah.
So it is the Lesher against Viper. That's a pretty Viper favorite, I'd say. So he will have to do a lot of work. And then we have Hoodwink Kunkka against Dusa and Chantress. That's a strong lane, Dusa and Chantress. It's a pretty damn strong lane. I don't know. It depends on how much pressure they can exert early, I think. Did I just say I think twice?
No, I think you said it once. If I was listening
Okay.
correctly.
But yeah, it's like their draft looks really good, Galaxy Racers. I mean, T1's draft can definitely fight back too. They're a little bit limited on the stuns, and you know my opinion about Viper, but they definitely have the tools to win it.
Are you saying T1 need to kind of be active early? Is this going to come down to the Viper having a good lane and then just taking towers and being able to play behind him? Or is it down to Cuckoo's Conquer having a pretty good time and then getting active with those high levels potentially that he might find with a good lane?
Best case scenario is that the Conquer wins his lane because he will have to get high levels into the X mark, so he needs high levels overall. And I think the lane that you're most comfortable losing is probably the Luna lane. Like, sounds silly to say, but Luna can easily catch up in the jungle, and your Viper and Conquer are the ones that are really going to fight in the mid game, right? It's not your, or sorry, in the early game. It's not going to be your Luna that's going to be fighting, so I think you got to prioritize those two.
Yeah, we'll see if the rotations, how they want to try to secure the lanes here for T1. You know, speaking about Galaxy Racer though, they've got some of the comfortable heroes. Mizu on his Dragon Knight, Alacrity on the Leshrac as well, and we've seen the Medusa into the Luna matchup earlier today, and we'll see if it's going to be any different here. But you feel like either team have some really solid lanes, and if anyone's able to get that advantage there, then it comes down to who's able to make these early plays, because again, it's just carriers who are able to heavily prioritize it, taking these stacks, and if you have the early levels to help infiltrate and the vision as well.
I will see if either team also blocks the small camp. Both mid laners can farm the small camp very efficiently, so we'll see if either of them do that. Especially the Ancients also, like usually in minute 2, 3 we see like a smoke just to get the Ancients blocked.
We haven't really seen as many teams actually blocking that small camp, which Zephyr, we'll see. He's got a sentry up if he wants to go do that. But like you said, I really feel like next patch this small camp is not going to be here. They'll move it or at least switch it to like a medium or hard. Like it's just
30 seconds
so
to
stupid,
battle.
especially with bottles as well. Like mid laners, you've got so much mana to dish out, and you see a lot of the people that are laning mid, a lot of the heroes have a capability to shove out the lane and then quickly go farm that small camp.
Some heroes even stronger though. Like imagine a TA with like a medium or hard camp there. She's gonna snowball even harder.
That's true. So what do you think? Do you just have to move the camp like a little bit away from mid then, even further, that it costs you a couple extra seconds and you've got to think twice about getting out of the lane?
Run
You
off.
see the Abaddon potentially dying. It's a lot of right click damage. Couple more. Stun.
Oh, he gets it! Oh, Alacrity.
Sick. But to answer your question, it's hard to really move it anyway though, right? Where would you want to move it?
Yeah, it feels like they have to do like a full map maneuver.
Rehaul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just completely get rid of all the camps, and because if you just move the small one slightly, there's no way you can do it without moving everything else.
Yeah. We'll see. Ice Rock is much smarter than I am, so I'm not going to pretend that I know what's going to happen. Because, let's be real, nobody knows what's going to happen.
Daddy Gaben's got his stuff worked out. Very excited for that patch that does occur shortly. Now, Alacrity with this first blood, do you feel like this makes the lane a little bit easier for the Leshrac, or is it still going to be very difficult into the Viper?
Much easier. You get your bottle like for free. You see he's down to 1 tango already, but he already has his bottle, so he's not going to be worried about his stats like at all, or rather his health level. Should be able to get the runes relatively easily as well. And the lane that's usually pretty hard should be pretty easy for him now.
See down about
Oh,
a
bot
lot of
lane.
aggressions, yeah.
Oy, 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 oy. They're tanking a lot of creeps though. They took a lot of damage there.
Just a good old shield orb of venom. Run on in. Gotta be careful though. This stroke of fate,
White
when you're
one.
on top of a creep wave, one more right click. They won't find it. Whitemoney's really playing on it on a knife's edge there, but
Radiant's
that's
bottom
exactly what you
tower
want
is
with
under
a
attack.
ranged hero like the Luna. Just she can play the distance, farm up freely, and chuck out these random beams.
Yeah, he also went magic stick first item, so he just used it, giving him a good 100 health or beam. Jokam. He has fairy fire and stick as well, so.
Alacrities?
Ooh.
Oh! Carl thought he got it. He's chucking out those voice lines. He's like, oh, maybe I've got him. That's alright. So unfortunately, neither. Maybe next level in the poison attack might be enough. Do you like that Alacrity put a point in Edict? Because I feel like, often we see against the range matchups, you want like a 2-0-2 because the Lightning Storm can help you CS.
I think I personally would have gone for this 1-1-1, just for the CS advantage. Yeah, Jokam going down. Mizu needs a double 3.
Alacrity falls too. Ooh.
That's rough. At least the Enchantress can steal the water rune away, otherwise the mid lane would have been horrendous for him. She's also going to deny that bounty rune.
Zephyr, we get it?
My shout.
Alright, Viper doesn't. So he won't have half his mana pool to work with. And you can just see why this mid lane is so
Bottom
hard,
lane,
right?
23. It's gonna fall the double stun, Mizu and Yokam.
Dire's
It's a nice kill to pick up after Yokam fall previously.
Man, I absolutely hate Dragon Knight. The hero is so...
Dude, you see him walking around with this anime persona as well, makes it even worse.
Yeah, like, just give me one hero that's like easier to play in Dragon Knight than the offlane right now. There's none.
Just a basic old hero. Got a stun, got some sustain. Somehow at 3, make it 4 minutes into the game, he's got 6+ armor and 8 regen. Kind of bonkers.
He has 20 health regen right now with just a tango. And 10 armor. Yep. Alacrity. Ooh, Edict is on cooldown. Could have potentially threatened the kill on the Viper there.
Back to bot though. Mizu and
White
Yokam. He's got at least some way to absorb the damage thanks to the shield, and it's given time for 23 Savage to go to work here on the Luna. If they prioritize the Abaddon, then you see Luna's freely right-clicking, and it's stacking up the DPS now as DK. Got another round of the Dragon Tail. Yokam as well as another round of the ability, so they'll turn a great stroke of fate. Locks in this Whitemon Abaddon in the tree line, and Galaxy Racer will get another kill in the lane.
Yeah, bot lane is going a lot worse than I thought it would. Like, giving away kills like that is really detrimental. Gotta be careful. Mid lane though, over one level advantage. Oh my god, he tanked the tower.
Alacrity? Is he going to turn this in his favor? Carl, bottle charges playing in his favor. He can turn it back around now with the Viper Strike. Alacrity.
Oh,
He's gone too
my
far. Carl.
God.
Oh, he's a cheeky Viper player. You never like versing him, but he's got 2 early kills here. He's having quite the laning stage.
2 HP. You hate to see it. If you're a Galaxy fan, of course.
Well, at least for Galaxy Racer, this top lane does look like it's going very well for In Your Dream. Top of the last hits, 31-3. Do have Cuckoo's Conquer though, is sitting very nicely as well. Level 5. He's got a early Alacrity. I'm alright, click.
Surely not, right? Oh. Surely not.
There's 2 points in the corrosive skin, just a little bit of extra magic resistance.
Bot lane Savage.
He might turn it back around though. Whitemon's got still the shield available, so 23 Savage is fine. Although you need to still be sticking with your Abaddon. Mizu will try and protect Yokam across the map, and just all these lanes are so action-packed.
Yeah, Rune was top for Alacrity, Regen Rune. If he's not careful though, he can die here again. Viper Strike is back off cooldown. It's a level 4 poison attack. In case you didn't know, it did more damage on level 3 poison attack.
Alacrity is not having a fun
Dire's
time at
middle
all.
tower is under attack.
2-level
needs
advantage for
6.
Carl.
Yeah.
For my coffers.
And that's with him having first blood, by the way. Imagine it was without that.
You think you won?
Oh look guys, I'm Dragon Knight. I got 3 points Dragon Blood. 14 armor. 20 health regen.
Would you like to see Dire start to play around Mizu's DK now that he has the ultimate?
I think Ench can go down there no problem, cause In Your Dream has the ability to skill Stone Gaze if necessary. Or actually they make the rotation top instead. Cuckoo should be dead.
He's
Bye-bye.
got boat to at least make him work for it, but he doesn't get it off fast enough, and with all this initial damage, he's just gonna get chased down in the tree line. That's a big one to find up to kind of bring Alacrity at least on par with how he wants to be in the net worth regard for the Leshrac so far.
This is 2. That's a little bit of a bummer. Did you get his boots delivered at least? Yeah, he did. That's something.
Dire's
Oh, they're
middle
looking
tower
to
is
go
under
into the
attack.
jungle.
It's a big stack for Carl. We can try and take this away. He'll get the Enchantress, and then he'll go back and try and take the stack. Carl killing spree at the moment. He is looking very happy with this Viper, and he's going to be able to scale, it looks like, with the item build that he's going for. Although Alacrity looking to get active, Eurocam as well, but when Alacrity's going to be really careful, it's just so much poison damage that's stacked up. As Carl gets a double kill before he dies, but man, this Leshrac.
Even Mizu TP'd. There could have been so much damage on the bot tower. Hopefully he can translate it into like a mid tower instead, but he's trying just that. There should be the Viper TPing there again shortly, and then that push window is
Radiant's
gone.
middle tower is under attack.
And the first Elder Dragon form, often we see a lot used out of it. You know, bringing a tower down to like a 3rd health, but it's
Radiant's
could be the
middle
case is
tower
Alacrity.
is under attack.
Using this Observe Ward, the neutrals are going to tank up the Edict, and Whitemon's positioning is on point once again. This Abaddon making sure that there is no opportunity, no window to bring down 23 Savage's Luna.
Abaddon.
Abaddon. Bro, you're a hater, Eurocam. He didn't silence Whitemon. At least maybe preventing the damage that 23 Savage can dish out, but without the point in the Eclipse, it's going to be minimal. And now they can chase down the Abaddon as well. Although Whitemon has got a point available in the ultimate if need be.
Yeah. Machine gun blow, not enough. Level 8 on the Deuce already. He's having a super free game.
Dire's top tower
Very
is under
rich.
attack.
2k lead overall. Not bad. Whitemon, okay. Nope, didn't skill it.
Still?
Oh.
Dude, he's hot there. He's like, oh, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Radiant's bottom tower
sound
is
again?
under attack.
What sound?
I thought you wanted to make the Abaddon ulti sound.
Dude, I don't know how to
With that-
make that noise. Wasn't even trying for it.
Oh, it sounded like it.
I was just making it. I was just making a noise.
I just wanted to call you out on that bad noise, but it's fine.
What the hell? You're such a hater. So sick
No,
of
I'm
it,
a
honestly.
lover. I'm a... What? No, I'm a teddy bear. You can't be sick of me.
Dire are
Dude,
scanning.
there's... Okay, Black, you just... Bro, I don't
Radiant's
know.
bottom
You
tower
ain't
is
been,
under attack.
Bot
stuff
tower,
you've
my
been-
friend. Bot tower is getting taken down. Slowly but surely. Deny range.
Going on your DK is pretty difficult. 25 HP regen. Yokam's actually gonna dip. They don't have any TPs to come help him? Alright, they're gonna leave him alone. The break is there from Carl, level 10 already on your Viper.
I think it sounds really brutal. The mechanic break, like you're broken. I break you.
Do you have another suggestion?
Let's think. Your passives are disabled.
That's just too many words.
Passive disabled.
Yeah, but it doesn't flow then. They've got the break. Easy.
They got the passive disabled.
Dire's bottom tower is
There's
under
a caster.
attack.
You want minimal words.
I just sound so savage. I'm always looking to be nice, you know?
What's
You
wrong
know
with
me.
that? Savage in the game? Continuing up with the savagery of utilizing the break word?
23.
23, don't spell it out.
23.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Carl! Denied the tower.
Carl!
He's really
What are you
farmed.
doing, Carl?
Dragonlanc's
Yes.
already
Tower is
completed.
under attack.
He hasn't gone for a talent just yet, but my boy, this 4-1-1 on the Viper is sitting very comfortable.
Did I tell you the joke already? What do you call a dead viper?
I don't think so, but you're about to tell me, so what is it? It better be a good dad joke.
A diaper.
Alright lads, I've muted black, so it's just us for the long haul here.
Oh, that was so good.
Bro, you got any other ones? You must have, you know, with your age-old wisdom, you gotta have some other ones in the bank.
Okay. What kind of shoe does a ninja wear?
No shoe.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Sneakers.
under attack. Dire's top tower
I reckon
is
you
under
have like a
attack.
list on your phone
Radiant
somewhere.
are
You've
scanning.
definitely got a list of dad jokes. You seem like the type of person to have that.
Radiant's middle
I
tower
do, but
is
a lot
under
of
attack.
a lot of them I know
Dire's
by
top
heart
tower
already.
is under attack.
But I use them so
That's
much.
even worse. That's even worse.
So good. So funny.
Radiant structures
That's why
T1
they
are
call me
fortified.
L Funny.
I just never heard anyone say that. T1, they give up their mid tower. They looked for a trade for the enemy team's safe lane here. Do you feel like they could have contested the T1 mid?
Yeah, set up in position, yeah, but the wraparound from the DK made it pretty simple with the Dragon Form. Which is also why the heroes just considered so strong. Like the Dragon Form just does way too much. Luna is at least catching back up to the Dusa. But their game is very even. Anybody's game at this point.
We should see it start to ramp up
Radiant's
now, though,
bottom
with
tower
Mizu
is under
completing his
attack.
Blink Dagger. And you will speak about in the draft that Radiant, 23.
Dire's top
Oh,
tower
Alacrity's got a
is
yours to
under attack.
cancel. Okay, Whitemon's nearby, but maybe they can get the kill on Alacrity with the Eclipse. They need to try and everyone get on top to tank the beams, but Savage,
alive.
that's a big one to find. There's no more extra reinforcements. Finally, a TP from Hoodwink, but that's all they've got left in the tank. White one's positioning. You tip the Abaddon. You don't live there without him.
Yeah, I'm surprised they had the Dusa TP there instead of someone with actual damage, but then I guess who actually deals damage? It's just the Lashrock at this point. They're very survivable with the Abaddon behind him. He's so high level 8 already as well in the Abaddon, level 4 shield, level 3 coil.
He's put no
Didn't even
points
skill his
ulti.
ult.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm just...
I got you, bro.
Wow. I mean, that's... If you want to be watching someone on how you should be positioning on a support like Abaddon, you just... A lot of the time, you following around your cores, making sure they don't get brought down, and somehow he's still such a high level. I mean, the net worth isn't looking good for him, but he doesn't care. He'll do his job, just be the roaming ward. You get some items, that you're okay. You're loving life there. A win's a win. You'll take it.
And Hoodwink almost Vessel done already. He's also very farmed. Huh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dusa, same farm as Luna. It's looking pretty good for Miss Dusa here. Manta Step pretty much completed. What is Luna going for? Sounds Yasha. Okay, okay. Digging it.
Brilliant. Smoked up here. The issue is, again, how do they start the fights? It's kind of all on Conker's positioning. He's already got that max out X on Cuckoo, now with the level 11, but they're going for a wraparound.
Dire are scanning.
Not going to find anyone, though. Medusa sniffing out this potential smoke, so he's evacuated out of the
Dire's
triangle.
middle tower is
And
under attack.
Yokam's just going to pop the smoke here now with the TP is coming through. Okay.
Radiant's
Enchantress
top
will
tower is
fall, but
under
it just
attack.
feels like Galaxy Racer. They're still going to actually look to take the fight. The Soulbind will now expire. And now that Cuckoo, I mean, he's piped up, he's boat upped as well. There's no chance you're running into Cuckoo right now with how beefy he is, and they're going to continue to chase down Galaxy Racer. They'll just evade the Medusa and kill off everyone else.
Surprised that it didn't use
Radiant's
dodge that
top
X
tower
mark
is under
both,
attack.
Wait.
because that's ultimately what killed
Dire's
him.
middle tower is under attack.
Mizu blinks out. Easy. that's a rough pill to swallow. Like, they should not have lost that fight like that.
This is a tough game here for Alacrity's Lesh. We see often this is a hero that can be around the top of the woods in the net worth department, but he's really having a rough going here, and I'm a little unfortunate that I don't know how much extra net worth he's going to find this game, because you've got greedy cores.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
Yeah, unfortunately, the early laning stage was just absolutely brutal for him. And as you said, it's going to be quite tough to recover now. Pipe already completed on the Conquer, so a lot of that magic damage is just not really that effective. And we already said they had damage problems to begin with. Luna, though?
Again,
Getting caught out
Whitemon.
here.
I mean, you need to find the Abaddon. Yorikem's able to do that. So the quick use of the Phantom's Brace, but he gets rid of it instantly. And now 23 Savage will TP out. They'll both TP out. Please get one. Oh, thank you.
Whitemon didn't skill ult still, otherwise he would have lived this one.
Dude, this is such a Chad Abaddon skill. He's like, I don't care about my ulti. If I die, I die, whatever. At least he's doing his job. And that's twice now Luna hasn't been the casualty of the rotation for Galaxy Racer. And this is a heavy commitment for them to bring these heroes down constantly. I'll try and jump Hoodwink under the tower. Zephyr will fall, but now Mizu's got to TP out. They've got to cancel though with Cuckoo's positioning. They'll X Dragon back. And with the break, this Dragon Knight doesn't feel ever so tanky. I mean, the silver lining for Galaxy Racer is the Medusa is incredibly farmed, but I really worried with how they've got 9 kills, yes, but it just looks like they're getting outmaneuvered.
Yeah, then there's also the question.
And
I mean, Dusa is a hero that can, of course, carry these games alone, but they have a lot of good answers against Dusa. A lot of good stuns. And a lot of damage to boot.
Carl is also recognized as well that he needs the scale. He's going Sanj and Yasha as his next item. I love this here for the Viper, because traditionally you're a hero that's going to fall off a little bit more. Like, you could look at Galaxy Racer's hero and say that, you know, potentially they can scale a lot better into the late game, but you know, with Carl, with his itemization, his decision as well with the talent tree is really looking to be a force to be reckoned with as this game goes on.
Yeah, Viper has really good scaling talents. The only one that's not that good is the 25. Probably gonna see a change of that in the next patch as well.
Come get healed.
Poor old Polo-san. Another pick off. Fissures Ward and Expedition. Should be dewarded those. Yep. Zephyr's gonna find that.
Wait. No, the 25 talent is actually
Radiant's
sick. I
bottom
just read it.
tower is under attack.
You get 50% resistance, 64% slow. Pretty sick.
At least scaling, it's not like the 100 attack range or 70 damage.
Yeah, but like AM gets, like you're pretty much at like AM levels of reduction at that point with magic.
Are you going to be worried here that if T1 gets Aegis, Galaxy Racer aren't going to have enough damage in the tank with how their other cores are behind in net worth?
Radiant are scanning.
They have enough damage, right? So this is just gonna get harder. And we have seen many times this tournament actually. One team fight against Luna that you lose, suddenly your base is gone.
Come on, Sprite.
Or they caught the Ench.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
No follow-up though. Get Roche and chill.
They very close to BKB on Savage. Cuckoo's almost got Sanj as
Radiant's
well.
middle
What about
tower is under
Carl?
attack.
He just completed Sanj and Yasha, so they're probably going to wait for the Sanj on Cuckoo and then the BKB on Luna. And then they'll look to utilize this Aegis advantage.
They're itemizing. Holy Locket on the Baron soon, and you have Vessel on Hoodwink, so he gets tanky. He's itemizing into Pipe Sanj on the Conquer. Sanj Yasha on both the cores, Dragonlance, like every core is sitting above 2k health, easily. So hard to kill anyone.
Yeah, just they've itemized to tank up.
Yeah. Skadi's gonna be very important. To sort of be like a tank breaker kind of thing.
Yeah, the reduction in that health here, very important against someone like an Enchantress who can potentially go Holy Locker, which Polo hasn't itemized for so far, but also the Dragon Knight as well, who has a stupid amount of HP regen. He himself is closing on a BKB, so less the fights here for Mizu is going to get a whole lot easier.
Yep. Zephyr could potentially be setting up bottom.
Are fortified.
Luna finished her BKB. As the Dragon Knight, what is Lash going for? BKB as well. So it's just everybody's going for BKBs. We're gonna have like 7 shiny heroes in this game, or 6.
Honestly, Alacrity's done a very solid job to keep up in net worth. He's only 1,000 behind the Viper, and with being a 352 less tracker, very impressed. This definitely is a hero that can keep up in farm, of course, with all your flash farming capabilities. But if he can get this BKB, then we might see his fights be enabled a little bit more.
Yeah, and Ench is running away from the Conquer. It's going to be a very big item too on Joachim if he manages to finish that Aghanims.
Do you want to see Galaxy Racer enable the Grimstroke a little bit more to find that farm? Because, like you said, I feel like if he picks this up, this is a big item.
I would love it if they gave him some more priority, yeah.
Yeah, you see they just did. Mizu, he's going to breathe fire, bring the creeps down low, and Joachim's like, thanks, brother, I'll take that.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, but it's still Aegis timing with Luna now, so they are looking to take a lot of the T2 towers. I like that choice too to push the bottom towers. Roshan is not an objective, so this is really the only time when you're allowed to be down here with all heroes. Because otherwise you would have to worry about them taking Roshan, of course. They still have Glyph, and they might just be going high ground. Shard on the Viper as well. It's a lot of minus armor, a lot of siege.
They're going to have to come back here on Galaxy Racer. How close to the BKBs are there? Lesh will have enough available, so he's brought out his. Mizu looking for the target. They're going to jump instantly on top of the Luna, but again, Whitemon, he's always able to protect 23 Savage, and going through this first life is going to be difficult enough. He's also got a BKB. He's going to look to do what they can to defend the high ground, force him away. It's still another minute 30 though left on the Aegis. They'll prevent the siege, and looks like a hard reset coming through.
The high ground is so strong with the Dusa and Grimstroke. Honestly, this game, if it goes later, it's gonna be very hard for T1 to win. Like real late game, Grimstroke, Lash, Medusa, even Dragon Knight, they're all gonna have so much impact. And the Radiant is just gonna fall off, I fear.
They're lucky there. That was really good positioning from Zephyr. Dai were trying to make a really fast play maneuver with this smoke and head towards the Ancients, but they recognize that if we make these players all 5 and no one shows in the lane, then it's going to be super obvious. But Polo, he showed on the creep wave, and they had a ward there, so he just revealed himself out of smoke, and instantly Zephyr was able to read that they were making a cross-map play, and that allowed the Conquer to get out of dodge around the triangle.
Oh, mate.
So, we're looking at Luna. Yeah, Aegis is gonna expire in 20 seconds. They probably can't really siege the top tower with that because Medusa is already in position. And question is, are they slowing down the game too much on T1?
For me, I feel like they kind of are. I mean, Galaxy Racer have a net worth lead, but I feel like you've got to be worried about, like you said, Dai can defend objectives incredibly well. And I think it's going to get more difficult to take these fights once Joachim finds the items. And you've still got a lot more room to grow on Dai.
Yeah, how close is our Grimstroke?
He's
Just
1,200
1,000
away.
gold away.
Yeah. So, like, it really felt like that first Aegis, they had to get a tier 3, maybe a set of barracks, but it's just still so difficult. And, I mean, Mizu's going to go Aghanims next, so his scaling potential is increased, and even to bring him down is so difficult. They're going to try with the Rainbow TPs down bot. Cuckoo will start, but Mizu's got a BKB. Not going to force it out just yet, but now with the tier 2 claim, they won't have the Hoodwink to join them. He can TP to the outpost, of course, but now they're going to charge up. Mizu with the BKB into the TP up now, but the rest of Galaxy Racer have to retreat at the same time. In Your Dream should be okay with the Stone Gaze. He's moving pretty goddamn fast, although Cuckoo will see him. They need to connect to In Your Dream, although is Cuckoo fast enough? Phases back up. Can he get in range for the X? Oh my god, it's close. Another ward in the lane as well. But nah, they're not right with the Conquer there, so luckily for Galaxy Racer, they get out of dodge.
Oh,
I'll get over it.
why does Medusa ult give 50% bonus speed? That is bonkers. 50%.
That's a
That's
lot.
an insane number.
Dude,
It's not 50. It's just they put a percentage behind it, no problem. Like 50 would be decent enough already, you know? Slap the percentage sign. Oh,
just literally everyone that has a percentage sign slapped on the back of it. It's like, okay, yeah, you're pretty bonkers with the stat line.
yeah. Percentages are great. Big fan of percentages.
Viper, he's almost got a BKB completed. Cuckoo's looking for a solar crest. There we go, though. Aghanim's completed on our Grimstroke. This is a vital kill, but T1, we brought it up in the draft. They have big issues with initiating
Radiant's
fights
top
and
tower
bringing a
is under
hero
attack.
down with ease from 4 to 0. Like, he's going to be able to get the abilities off. Although Polo might be in trouble. Attempt the TPR, should make it.
They are never, ever, unless they somehow ambush them like a 5-man smoke from behind, going to kill this Grimstroke before he gets Dark Portrait off. Not going to happen.
Yeah, this is... I'm worried now. I mean, T1, they've been in the lead for pretty much the entirety of this game, but it just feels like with how it's stalled out, it feels like late game it's going to get even more difficult to take these fights. You know, Dai have at least the Dragon Knight, who can very, very easily initiate.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't pick stuns, man.
Whitemon? Great use of the 4-star from Polo's son. It just sent him over the cliff there, and now Abaddon is in no man's territory. He's got some backup with the boat flying on forward. Should still be able to clean off Whitemon, although Alacrity is going to be careful here. Still got the BKB, the Yule Scepter as well, but maybe this is a powerful place for Galaxy Racer to take the fight as the BKB's pop. Alone with the Stone Gates, they'll turn the Viper to stone, they'll turn him to death as well, as they'll turn their attention now to Cuckoo. The crit's raining down for In Your Dreams Crystallis. As it's a 3 for 2. Yes, you kill off the supports, but it takes so long that Galaxy Racer can feast off the backline.
Yeah, man, that's what we spoke about. This might be the slow beginning of the end. As now the damage of the Radiant, you have a super tanky DK, super tanky Dusa. It's gonna be incredibly tough to kill any of them. And the next Roche fight, I think, will make or break the game of T1. If they don't contest or don't win that fight, Dusa gets a free shot, will have Daedalus Aegis. I think the game just ends right there.
Yeah,
Radiant's
it's...
top tower is under
I mean, how much more
Radiant
room do you
are
have to go
scared.
here on Radiant? Because it feels like Conker's net worth is very much stored out, and he's gone for full utility. You know, we've seen this kind of Aghanim's Scepter with the Torrent as well, and with the Aghanim Shard, and if you do talent build for it, but he hasn't gone the Torrent damage or the Torrent stun duration, which I find kind of interesting on an offlane Conker.
Yeah, he, I guess, wants to scale himself too, but the item build, as you said, is pretty interesting. Usually we see Water Park Kunkka, but yeah, not this time around. I feel like Water Park Kunkka is absolutely essential when you play him offlane to make sure he scales. Like with these items, he won't really do a whole lot in the mid late game portion.
I haven't even... Oh, what's going on here?
Where are you going?
I haven't even recognized that In Your Dream didn't skill up the Lightning Storm. It's another Leshrac we're seeing just go for this attribute build.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm a big fan of it. It makes it so much tankier. 7 levels of attributes, how much is that? 14, right?
Yep.
They get 280 health for free, pretty much. Much better than Lightning Storm, I think. The ability is just not that good. I usually just get 1 level in it for CSing, but that's it.
See Radiant smoked up here. Alacrity cannot connect with the team because he just went back to base, but Polo is in a position to pop the smoke. Grimstroke's a big target to bring down. If they can kill it before the Dark Portrait, he's able to get the Lunar Replicate, and now they're bringing it instantly down, though. The recognition from T1 that they need to deal with this Replicate, and now they can turn towards the heroes. A 23 Savage with the BK by the TPR, but it's not overlapped here, as Alacrity's got the stun. They'll kill off the Lunar. Now they can chase down the rest of the cores as well, as Carl stuck in the river. Whitemon will give him a little bit of space, but he'll just TP out. They don't care about the Abaddon. You want more of these cores. Into Roche they go now as Viper, Luna down on the decks, and This is a big team fight one for Galaxy Racer.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch, honestly. Like, they tried so hard to make anything happen. They killed the Grimstroke, sure, but you saw Dusa, Lash, DK, they're all sitting at full health. Damage capabilities are just not there anymore.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
expect the saddest way to lose a game. What happened?
They gave the Grimstroke the Aghanim Shard, not the Dusa.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's not
attack.
even my birthday.
Really?
Well, I guess it could be.
Why?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's a good question.
Radiant's top
Guess they
tower
just
has
want
fallen.
more buffs for the Dusa or whoever gets jumped.
Radiant's middle tower has
I
fallen.
mean, it's a good dispel / heal, but they don't have any stuns to begin with, so what's it good for? That's the big strat when you don't pick stuns, I guess. Can't dispel them.
Well, T1, they started very well in this game one, but all of a sudden it's just gone too far out of proportion here as Galaxy Racer in a commanding position with the second Roshan advantage. And they're at a stage where they look super strong through fights as well. Like, I struggle to see how T1 are able to combat this now with the kind of lack of team fight that they have.
Yeah, they drafted themselves into a solid early mid game, but they didn't manage to pressure the Dusa almost at all. 208, highest net worth still. And we've seen many times.
Savage.
Oh, good BKB.
Now they just chased down Whitemon. Oh,
Another instant where DK, makes it out barely. Goes Dragon Form instead of stunning melee.
yeah.
I feel like he would have been dead there if he stunned melee.
I actually we see it way too many times.
Yeah.
It's like,
All players are gonna react to that. Like if Ares can react to that, then they can as well.
Radiant's courier
Cuckoo.
has been killed.
Cheers to myself.
But Carlos is hitting creeps, gotta be careful. He can't move.
they're really far outside the base with this goddamn Black Dragon slow. 190 movement speed. Carl's like, guys, I need help. He's now gonna pop a BKB just to get to the safety of the tier 3, but now how do you fight? Without the magic immunity enables your Leshrac.
Welcome back.
They're chipping them down a little bit at least, as the Luna portrait.
They need some help with the Banjo charge.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Steve fights.
Interesting. A Luna portrait hitting the tower deals no damage to creeps at all. So, don't hit the tower with Luna. Portrait. That's what I learned.
Hit creeps.
Yeah.
Alacrity's done
How
an
much
incredible.
Do illusions steal the towers again? Was it 20%?
I don't remember.
That-
Ooh, Whitemon.
Sure.
Oh,
Nah, he's fine.
Savage?
So I cut you off. What did you say? Oh, Savage has a TP though. Stun missed. Wait, he's not gonna TP out?
Ooh.
Oh, the stun is gonna get bigger.
Wait.
Oh,
What?
it's gonna get bigger.
Oh.
Oh.
I was saying that Alacrity's done an incredible job to have a game. Like, he really, really struggled early on. But the fact that he's third in net worth, and even though the KDA is not looking good, he has somehow brought himself back in a position where he has impact in this game one.
The Galaxy as a whole did a really good job as like to bring him back into the game. Because they made a lot of space for him. Like Dusa didn't take all the farm. He actually left quite a bit for the Lash. Because he also recognized that he had to catch back up. Oh my god, these Lash stuns.
What do you do now? Soul binds out. It's on the Luna as well, so they've got the Dark Portrait. They'll bring it down instantly, but they have to commit the BKBs for the start of the fight. Alacrity's falling pretty low. Eclipse is gonna reign supreme here as In Your Dream gets so much mana back though. The Savage, I mean, he's got a Whitemon Abaddon to enable him, but he's got no buyback. You're now up to Cuckoo and Carl with the damage output, but I don't think these heroes have enough. Dude, the Split Earths are raining down Hellfire. They just can't stand their ground on their own high ground. Where do you position? As Whitemon will fall as well, joining 3 in the grave, and now you can go to work. This just, this Aghanim shard is so stupid.
Radiant's bottom barracks
how big the last one is. It's like the entire like area of the racks. It is ridiculous.
All wrapped up for takeoff.
You get like 2-3 down of them. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
He's just got the jump in as well. Forcing out
Just the
Wymon's
poke, force the
buyback.
putback.
Yep. This is just freely sieging though.
Middle barracks.
I mean, Carl, let's see if his scaling build is going to be enough to offset the damage. Because they have 2 full sets of barracks advantage. They can jump in once again. Whitemon, shield up in a couple of seconds. The silence is going to be fast enough. Doesn't even matter. Carl will fall. Luna's up in 15 seconds, but man, you're going to be going up against mega creeps here now for T1.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Butterfly casually getting delivered for a
Radiant's top
Dusa.
tower is under attack.
Didn't have enough problems before.
Now have fun killing him. Level 25 as well. Mizu, who's he caught out?
Radiant's
Just
top
on the,
barracks
another
is under
measly
Radiant's
support,
top
just
barracks.
getting caught out of position, unfortunately. Whitemon will protect him. Some reason this hero is able to scurry through tree line. Now with the glaives though, Polo does end up losing his life. Grimstroke as well caught out, but Savage gonna look to turn. Alacrity stuck around for a little bit too long, and Savage is able to pick up a double kill.
Yeah.
Just keeping
So
it
they're not gonna be GGing out straight away.
Grot.
They do have
Radiant's
decent heroes
courier
against mega
has been
creeps.
killed.
Yeah, it's not like Galaxy is gonna stop scaling, you know?
It's just you gotta go rapier on Luna.
Probably. Double rape. What the hell?
Dude, this is Luna taunt.
No.
Dude, what do you mean no?
I'm listening right now.
She's not using it yet.
What was that? It's like a wow, but you did like a wow.
Definitely,
You sound like a dying cat.
bro, does that not sound like a dying cat? We're going for the dying cat. I reckon we're both pretty spot on.
I'm perfect.
Debatable. It's gotta be Rapier. He still doesn't have a queued up. Swift Blink into Hurricane Pike. I don't know, brother. You're mega creep down. You need some Wink edition now, and Rapier might be that item. What, brother?
Nothing, brother, mate.
Mate.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry. Sorry, mate.
Satanic picked up, mate. What do you think about that, mate?
Hell of an item, mate. No counter, mate.
Do you think that's how KP talks to all his teammates, even in China? Hey,
Yes.
mate. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, somehow he flips the mate in there. But you got to do it as much as you can.
I know. I've only been there once, but I've had my lifelong share of mates.
You've heard it enough, Mizu. Jump in. Onto Cuckoo here. They're trying to start on the Conquer, but Cuckoo's pretty beefy. Get out the run buff talent as well. Alacrity's even going to join the midst of the fray, but 23 Savage just has the BKB TP out. Is the right clicks enough? It is not, but this is a lot forced out here on the initial onslaught as with a numbers advantage. Galaxy Racer can turn that into an objective advantage as well, as once again, Mizu with the jump in catches out the Luna, and that's all she wrote. With the G's clawed, Galaxy Racer have a game advantage here in our best of 3.
This game is done and dusted. I mean, writing was on the wall, right? For like the last 15 minutes or so. T1 couldn't really do a whole lot of anything. They drafted like a mid-game sort of draft, but they couldn't pressure the Dusa like at all. Didn't die a single time. And yeah, well played to Galaxy Racer, securing her, bringing Alacrity back into the game. They had a very good game plan, and yeah, once again, late game reigns supreme.
Do you feel like this is some of the issues where they don't really have, they've got like do nothing heroes in a way where like how do you start fights and how do you really utilize that age's advantage like they were looking to? Because they just couldn't get kills into objectives then.
New stunts. Like Kanka was really the only setup they had. Maybe Hoodwink, but it's not reliable at all. Look at the other side. You got Lash, you got Grimstroke stun, you got DK instant stun, you got a team fight that can stone people. It's just so much easier to play Dota. And we've seen it. Like after the mid game, again, I'm not a big fan of Viper. It feels like every time we see this hero, this is what happens. I win lane, and I lose the game. And yeah, I think T1 is going to pick a much more well-rounded draft in game 2.
Well, we'll see then. Game 2 coming up shortly. We'll see if T1, if the overall well-rounded draft will be there for them to even up the series, or if Galaxy Racer can take this 2-0 and then match up versus Fnatic in the upper bracket finals. We'll find out shortly with Game 2 around the corner.